What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for B2Gold Corp with the ticker symbol BTG. This was a viewer's request, so thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I see in the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So on the daily chart, looks like we are above the EMA and finding support above it now. Prices are rocketing up. So previously, before, prices stayed below the EMA, and if it tried to get above it, it was quickly pushed down below it. The EMA was acting as strong resistance. Now finally, the pattern has changed since right now we shot through the EMA, came back and found support, and continued higher. So that's a good sign for the bulls. So this is happening because the downtrend is showing signs of weakness, and it looks like it's already ended. So we had this channel working lower here. That's where prices kept on going lower, right? So we had this channel and prices were inside of it. So it was giving resistance to the price. So now, since we had that channel and then we had this break outside this area that I circled, usually we get two legs down to new low. So this is the first leg down, and then we went sideways and we had a little two-legged correction upwards. So that's the center of the pattern. If I drag it right there, this would have been my target if I was looking for that second leg. And pretty much prices just met it, went a little past it, and then that's when prices reversed. So this was a good area for people to get out of their positions if they're short sellers, and longs to enter if you want to be an aggressive trader. So that's what happened. So where could we be going in the near term? So I'm going to do another measured move. So this is the first leg up, and then I'm going to move it down to that little correction point. It looks like the price is trying to reach that $4.10 level. So not that much higher that it could be. I mean, eventually maybe it could reach this $4.84 level, just because there's a gap over here, a large one, and prices broke out of it. So maybe prices want to come back all the way to this gap to fill it. That's definitely a possibility, but I'm pretty confident in the near term we will reach that second leg right here, right around this $4.10 level. So we just gotta wait for that. However, if I just zoom out on the daily chart, you can see that prices have been trending down for quite a long time, and prices have been making lower lows, lower highs. So you do not want to believe that this is like the end of this downtrend, because it's not. There's still definitely some downside I see coming in the future. There's not a lot of bullish signs for me to think that this was the bottom or anything. So we have this large trend still in play. This channel magnifies it. As you can see here, every time we come to this resistance line, we sell off, just like what happened here. That's where the big moves happen. You can see we're finding support at the lows. So now what we could be doing is pulling back to the channel side, and that's right where the measured move is. So that's confluence. So that's more reasons why prices want to pull back over here. But I think this time we're gonna probably break it. And if we do break it, we could pull back all the way back up to that breakout level that I showed you earlier, right around this $4.80 level, to fill in this gap. But then we'll probably sell off again, just because even if we get a break of a channel, we get two legs down to a new low, to retest a low or even make it a new one, just like what happened to this the smaller channel right here. Let me change the color. The smaller blue channel. Even though we had a break outside and prices got above that EMA, we still made two legs down, and it surpassed that previous low. So that's what could happen on over here too on the major pattern. We just gotta wait and see. But that's pretty much my analysis for the daily chart. And if I were to give a target for that low, I'm gonna have to do a large measured move, since that's what it looks like. So prices pretty much made this one huge leg down and then a little correction, and then looks like they're in the process of making that second leg down. So if I just drag it right up to that correction, it looks like prices could reach that $2.06 level. So that's pretty low. I'm pretty sure that's lower than anyone expects, but that's where the measured moves are pointing, and there's a high probability that we could reach it unless anything changes. So that's pretty much everything I see on the daily chart. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart. So here we have the weekly chart, and it's much easier to see this downtrend that prices are currently doing or making. So you can see if I just connect the swings, these are the resistance points, these are the support points of this trend. And currently it looks like we're just pulling back to the EMA since prices have been far away from it for a long time. Let me just zoom in a little closer. Prices don't like to be far away from the EMA, and if it does, it pulls back quickly like a magnet, and that's what it looks like it's trying to do. Probably reach that EMA and probably surpass it, just because we came up short on this side of the channel. So if we come up short on the side of a channel, I expect to break outside on the opposite side about this much. So we came up short about this much, so I expect to break out probably the same amount. That's just how the market works. Inside of a trend, we move from the lows to the highs. So like right over here, we touched the bottom of the channel, and then we went to the upper side of the channel, and now prices were going down to the lower side of the channel, but it came up short, so that's showing signs of weakness. So that's why I expect us to come back to the upper side of the channel, or with a high probability even break it this time. And where could we reach? Like that breakout level that I said earlier. On the daily chart, it looked like that 480 level. Over here, it looks like that 441 level. We just got to wait and see. It could go higher, but as of right now, it looks like in the short term we will be pulling back to that little measured move that I showed you earlier, that $4.06 level, and maybe even higher, right around to the mid $4 level, even the high. And from there, I still see a retest of these lows or even a new one. Let's do a measured move for here. I'm not gonna do it from the top of the move. This trend, I'll do it over here because this looks like where the move is. This looks like where the trend started. Over here, looks like it was just moving sideways. Let me show you guys right now. So it's just pretty much sideways action right around here. So if I just do it, if I start the measure move where the down move happened, that'll probably be more accurate. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me just drag this over. So it looks like we could still reach that $2.43 level. That's where I expect prices to go. Even if we do start pulling back, I still expect a retest of these lows right around that $3.28 level, or even a new one. So that's what I see right now. Let me put a horizontal line right there. And if anything changes, then obviously this isn't a good analysis, a good prediction to be using anymore, because if we start getting much more bullish signs and we get above the EMA and there's a strong trend, then obviously this is not where prices want to go. But as of right now, it looks like this is a short-term pullback for more continuation. Just like over here, see, why wasn't this the bottom of the move right around here? Because we're inside the channel and it was just pulling back to the upper side of the channel, and it continued lower. So that's what same thing could be happening here. We could just be having a slight pullback. So previously for the stock, it looks like it was range bound for several years. These were the lows of the range, and these were the highs. And as you can see here, not randomly, we get a bounce right at the previous resistance side of the range. So you can see that this level right here was previous resistance, this $3.42 level, for a long time, and then prices broke out of it, and then we rocketed up. So it looks like prices came back to test that level again. So that's what price does. It comes to test and find support or resistance at these levels, and if it holds, then it continues in the opposite direction. So it looks like we're just getting a slight bounce right here. So that's pretty much everything I see for this stock. So in the short term, I expect higher highs, just a slight pullback, and I still expect more continuation to the lower side. If anything changes, then obviously this would be better news, right? Something else might be happening. So thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.